Hey folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Joker by DC. Now there is murder, blood, guns, killing, mutilation, prostitution, strip dancing, alcohol, and a lot of other insane shit in this one. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. I repeat, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, let's get to the people. Alright. Alright, so the writer is Brian Azzarello. I think I've heard of him before. Brian Azzarello. Pencils and covers is Lee. I don't know how to pronounce that. It'll be down below. I did some of them. Inks are by Mick. Colors are by Patricia. I don't know how to pronounce that. It'll be down below. And letters are by Robert Clark. Alright. As usual, all that'll be down below in the description. Alright, so this has been one hell of a ride of a story. I'll get to the art in a bit. I have to be selective with the pages. There's a lot of non-approved shit in there, but it was awesome. Alright, so in our story, we follow Johnny Frost. Johnny Frost is a young gangster who sees an opportunity. Joker has been in the Arkham Asylum some time, it seems, and his gang, we start in a strip club. They say who's gonna go pick him up, and Johnny says that he will. He's the only one who has the balls. And so he drives up to Arkham Asylum and picks up the Joker, who, in some fucking miraculous way, convinced the people in Arkham that he's sane. It's never explained how he did that. There's probably corruption in Arkham as well, but still, how? I would love to hear those arguments. I would love that. That would be something. They should have written that as a one-shot. How the Joker convinced his way. Well, anyway, from there, a lot of crazy shit ensues. Now, Johnny thinks that with the Joker, he's going to be on top of the world. But I gotta say, when I started reading, I was like, oh boy, Johnny, my dear, you are so fucked. So fucked. I haven't read that much Joker, but even I know, don't stick around to him. Just don't do it. But, Johnny is a naive boy. He thinks, I'm gonna be on top of the world, bitches. Ooh. So, the Joker goes around to, reclaim his former territories, because everything was taken after he was locked away in Arkham. So, he starts going around spreading the message, robbing, taking money. He enlists Croc to help him, Croc and his goons. And also he's waiting for a call from Harvey Dent. Basically, it looks like everyone to dissociate from the Joker. Take everything. How they thought he would not come back is beyond me. I would have been terrified if I was a gangster. So we continue on this journey of Johnny. We learn that he's divorced. He has 2 kids. Once he joined the Joker, he leaves all that behind. Because Harvey sends his own men to talk to Johnny. They dig through his room. Anyway, it's really there's always that's like a surreal story, like following a movie because the art is also it's amazing. In some places, it's just wow. That is it. Just it's just so cool. It's just so cool. Some places just go so realistic. I don't know. At least I thought so. Now, I do wonder if there was some philosophical stuff that I missed in here because we get all this from Johnny's perspective. You know, how he thinks he's gonna be on top of the world, how he thinks he understands the Joker. Is that one story where he tells about how he used to have a frog, and some other kids that lived in his building wanted to throw his frog off, and he decided to do it himself before they did. So I'm kind of not sure. Is it like if something of mine is gonna be destroyed, I'll be the one to destroy it? Was that the meaning? I don't know. But anyway, things in the story escalate. The Joker eventually does meet Harvey Dent. They yeah, gets really pissed at him, threatens him, and then tells him that he found a way to kill one of us. And also Shelly's there. I'm not sure why, but after they leave, the Joker, well, rapes her. I mean, I don't know why was I a little surprised of that. I mean, the Joker did rape Barbara Gordon, but I don't know. They never seemed to be like the type to be too preoccupied with sexy time. I don't know why. It just never occurred to me he might be into that. Anyway, after that, Joker tells Johnny let them, have a night on the town. And at that same time, Harvey Dent it lights up the bat signal. I'm not sure if it's his bat signal. I mean, the one in the police, or a different one. But anyway, he summons Batman and tells him you have to stop the Joker. He found a way to kill one of us. And I'm still not sure if he meant one of us as in Harvey, one of Harvey's, because of what happened to him, he has a split personality, right? Two-Face. So I don't understand if Harvey meant to kill, one of his personalities, or did he mean to kill one of Gotham's criminals? Because Joker's done that. He's killed some gangsters along the way, just from pure insanity. So I think Harvey meant himself. That Joker was going to kill one of his personalities. At least I think. some insane shit. Oh, so speaking of insane shit and weird stuff, Harley Quinn is fucking indestructible in here. I swear. It's like, she always seems to be behind in places the Joker blows up, and she's fine. She's perfectly fine. Yeah, like, how? Like, at some point, before they meet, Harvey attacks. He sends his men to kill the Joker. They don't succeed. Johnny kills the detective before he can. But Harley's in the car where the Joker and Johnny are, and the car flips because Harvey's guys shoot their wheels and then bump into them. And she's fine. She doesn't even have a scratch on. Johnny and the Joker plaster stitches. The girl's nothing. Fucking hell, she's like fucking Superman in this one. Joker should have sent her after Harvey. This is just how. I mean, it's never interesting. I'm like, how is she alive? Oh well, never mind. Anyway, the Joker and Johnny keep driving. The Joker, then Batman starts to follow the Joker. First he takes down Harley. Because the Joker, they reach their apartment, and he sees that the window's broken. They keep driving. Then they go where Croc is, and he and all his goons are tied up and unconscious. Then Joker goes haywire. Johnny follows him, and they go up the way to the bridge. Then Joker punches him, and then he punches him real hard, and he starts talking, and I think he's actually talking to Batman, because Batman appears a few seconds later, but I think all that he said is he was hitting Johnny. I think it was meant. I think it was meant for Batman, not for Johnny. Anyway, Joker grabs Johnny when he has a gun to his throat. Then Batman, whooshes down, and they start talking. Joker, I think this is where the like deep philosophical shit is, because Joker tells him, you hide yourself, you want to be known as a monster, yet you leave your features, the bottom of the mask open, the handsome features, but you don't just leave the monstrous mouth. And then Batsy answers, I do that to mock you, and the Joker goes completely insane. He shoots Johnny, which, I think Johnny dies, basically. He shoots him through the throat. And then he goes to fight Batman. I'm like, why didn't Batsy try to save Johnny at least? Unless he wouldn't have managed. I'm like, come on, Batsy. Johnny doesn't deserve that. Or Johnny. Well, anyway, as Batman and as Batman and Joker are fighting in the background, Johnny starts to crawl towards the side of the bridge, and he talks. He tells us. He introduces himself again. He says, "You know me because I'm somebody. I used to be on top of the world, and you know what I see." And he talks about, he sees a disease that's been there even before Gotham was built, and that there is no cure for Joker. There's only Batman. Only a Batman. Now, I do wonder if that was a metaphor for good and evil. You know how evil's always going to be there. There's no cure for it. But there's always, a force that'll come to fight it. A force like the Batman. Or maybe it was more towards, there's always going to be another monster to stand in front of the bigger one. I don't know. I'm not good with metaphors and things like that. Many of them just go over my head. Maybe it's not this, simple as good and evil. I don't know. But then at the end, Johnny jumps off the bridge. I had to look really close, but I think that was him. Because he's dead. After I finished, I went to check if Johnny appeared anywhere else. It's just as I read, I kept thinking of Jack Frost. I wonder if Johnny's some kind of villain, and this is his origin, but no. This is the first time he ever appeared. So yeah, this was a really surreal read. It was one hell of a ride. I mean, wow. I knew the Joker was insane, but this really showed you how it's best to stay the fuck away from him. As far as possible. No matter how much you think the Joker might like you, don't do it. I wonder how Harley's still alive after all this time. Well, she's indestructible, as we learned. Alright, I'll show you some art now. Oh, sorry, I've been blabbering on for so long. It was a really cool read. Alright, now I'm gonna make sure I don't show you, wait, I gotta be careful. There's a part in here, right after he takes him back to the strip club, where this one guy who I think runs the place, he takes him in the back and he skins him. Because the guy gets out, and he doesn't have any skin. Just on his neck and his hands. And, face, obviously. And he stumbles forward. And to add insult to injury, the Joker slaps $1 to his skinless behind. Ugh. That is just... That is some shit. I just wonder, what did they do to make sure he doesn't scream? I mean, I know there's music, but you're bound to hear that, right? Fucking hell. Okay, look at that. And I'll show you our boy Johnny. There's Johnny over there. See, he's blonde, he's got blue eyes. Although his hair looks white in a lot of panels. So it made me think of Jack Frost. And there we go. That's the poor bastard who gets skinned. I mean, look at this art. It's so awesome. Look at the faces, the expression. And there's Harley, by the way. I can show that. She's covered. I can't show you the skinning, probably. That would be a bit much. Like here, look at panels like these. That's just awesome. Oh, wait, oops. Oh, well, you kind of saw that. Look. I mean, the faces, everything. This is Johnny in the stage where he's drunk from the powers. I know, of being with Joker. Hey, look at these expressions. I actually shared a picture on Instagram where there's the Joker. It's like, bitch, please look. Oh, it was amazing. And look at that. The brutality. Hey, look, he punches the guy with a bottle. Just like that. There we go. Look at these. The facial expressions are amazing here. And the backgrounds, too. Just absolutely amazing. This is some breathtaking art. Alright, there we go. Hey, look at the views. And here. That kind of also reminds me of Sin City a little bit. Like, look at it. I mean, the art of the blood looks like it's, it's a completely different painting. They painted it with something else, and then they added the blood with a different medium. And when it's dark, it's completely amazing. Look at Batsy. Oh wait, I gotta show you one picture. Oh yeah, and he also kills a bunch of innocent people along the way. Poor guys. Ugh. And look at Harvey Dent. That's amazing. He's going to murder one of us. So I do think that he means one of himself. Look at this. That is so pretty. With the bat symbol up here. Amazing. So yeah, this art was just wow. I mean, it is just wow. And there's the scenery. And all the way over there, I'm pretty sure that's Johnny jumping. Yeah, that's amazing. Beautiful sceneries. And there's the people who did the stuff. We actually have pictures. So yes, I really enjoyed this. It was one hell of a story. And the art, the art just made it so much better. It just goes along so well. I think I'm gonna look up more stories by Mr. Azzarello. I think he also has Batman Damned, which I did look online. Johnny appears there. His corpse does anyway. So yeah, I definitely want to check that out. Alright, so that is it, folks. Ooh, 20 minutes. So let me know if you read this one and what you thought of it. I know Simon really enjoyed it because he's the one who sent it to me. So yeah, this was awesome. Alright, so that is it. Till next time. Bye.